Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session, reproduction in plants. We have completed the lesson. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about some of the questions which are repeated from this chapter in the previous contests. So before going to the questions, let us briefly recap the lesson. What is reproduction? Reproduction is the process which helps in the perpetuation of race. It is an important life process which helps in the continuation of race. If you consider the plants, the living organisms, the reproduction takes place by two main methods. What are they? Asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, plants carry out various methods we have discussed. Okay. So what are the different methods of asexual reproduction which we have discussed? We discussed about the different methods of asexual reproduction, such as binary fission, budding, spore formation. Okay. These three main methods of asexual reproduction we have discussed. Later we discussed about the vegetative reproduction. It is also a type of asexual reproduction in which fragmentation, example Spirogyra, gemme, example Marchantia or liverworts, rhizome, the modified stem modification which helps in the reproduction, ginger. What is the example for rhizome? Ginger and turmeric. Corm, example colocasia. Tuber, example potato. Bulb, example onion and garlic. Runners, example grass, oxalis. Stolon, example rose, nerium. And suckers, example banana, pineapple, chrysanthemum. Okay. Bulbils, example Dioscorea and agave. Okay. And reproduction by leaves, bryophyllum, begonia, isn't it? So we also studied about the artificial methods of vegetative reproduction. What are they? Cutting, stem cutting and root cutting. Example rose, scillas, bougainvillea, sugarcane, cactus. Okay. And tamarind, lemon, these are the plants which undergo root cutting also. Layering, studying the jasmine, strawberry, bougainvillea. The grafting, so different horticulture and floriculture plants can be propagated by grafting method. And micro propagation also, about tissue culture we have discussed. And finally about sexual reproduction in plants also we have studied about mainly the flower, parts of flower, functions of flower, and the formation of male gametes, that is pollen grain, formation of female gametes, that is ovum, and the formation of embryo sac, and fertilization, post fertilization changes we have studied. Now let us proceed to the exercise from this lesson. Are you ready, children? Let us proceed. The first question: another example for vegetative propagation through leaf is mango, curry leaf plant, mint, begonia. Another example means one example which you know already. What is that? Bryophyllum. Other than bryophyllum, what is another example? Begonia. What is another example? Begonia. Okay. So in the process of reproduction, one of the main event, that is pollination. The pollination is also very important. The pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma, and this process takes place by means of different agents. pollination by insects, entomology, pollination by birds, ornithology, pollination by snails, malacology, pollination by birds, ornithology, pollination by wind, anemophily, pollination by water, hydrophily, and by means of bats, chiropterophily. Okay, so let us proceed to the second question. Ornamental plants are propagated by sexually, asexually, vegetatively, none of these. Most of the ornamental plants or non-flowering plants, they are propagated by vegetative propagation. Okay, next, propagation in potato is an example for leaf cutting, root cutting, stem cutting, runner. So in potato, which part we will cut? A bud portion, we call it as a eye. So it is the stem cutting. Next, in which plants eyes are present? Beetroot, ginger, potato stem, potato root. So it is present in the potato stem. These are all level 1 questions. First few questions are all level 1. By reading question immediately you can answer. The anther contains sepals, ovule, carpels, pollen grains. So anther is the male reproductive part. So we can see a male reproductive part, andrecium. So this is the andrecium. Andrecium consisting of stamens. Stamen consisting of anther and filament. So anther contains pollen grains, male reproductive cells. Next, the female gametes are pistil, stamens, pollen grains, eggs. Here the question is female gametes. Female reproductive organ is pistil, but the female gametes are eggs. Okay, it is present in the ovary. In the ovary, to the placenta, ovules are arranged. Inside the ovules, the embryo sac is formed. In the embryo sac, eggs are present. Only single egg in each embryo sac. Okay. Next, the fusion of male and female gametes results in eggs, ovary, zygote, embryo. The fusion of male and female gamete result in zygote. Zygote is equal to sperm plus ovum, or pollen grain plus, or male nucleus plus female nucleus, gives rise to zygotic nucleus. Example for unisexual flower. Unisexual flower: papaya, mango, petunia, mustard. It is the papaya, an example for unisexual flowers. In plants, if plant reproduce through stem, roots, then such kinds of reproduction is called sexual, vegetative, cutting, layering. So the commonly we can call it as vegetative propagation. Other than flower, remaining parts of the plant, they are vegetative parts. So vegetative propagation. Next, the buds which grow on margins of leaves are called lateral buds, terminal buds, epiphyllous buds, none of these. Okay, example, in bryophyllum, leaf if you take, okay, so on the margins of the leaf the buds are present. So these buds they are called epiphyllous buds. These epiphyllous buds germinate to produce the new plants. Okay, they produce roots. When you cut this portion and place it in the soil, or these buds by themselves, they detach from the leaf, okay, and they fell in the soil and they grow as a independent plant. Such type of buds are called epiphyllous buds. Next, the process of formation of spores is called sporangia, sporangium, sporangiospores, sporulation. Here process is asked. So the process of formation of spores is called sporulation. Next, example for sucker. Example for suckers: ginger, turmeric, pistia, not pista, pistia, chrysanthemum. So in chrysanthemum what happens? So actually this is the parent plant. So one of the branch of the parent, it slowly bend and touch the soil, which produce the roots. Okay, such type of reproduction or vegetative propagation, it is called suckers. It is shown by chrysanthemum, chamanti. Okay, next, yeast reproduces by grafting, budding, stem cutting, fission. So yeast shows budding. So this is the yeast, slowly develops an outgrowth, okay, which detaches and grows into an individual. So this kind of process is called budding. Budding is also seen in hydra. The process of transfer of pollen grains from the flower of one plant of the same species is known as cross pollination, fertilization, self pollination. None of these. So it is the same plant, same species. It is called self pollination. Entomophily is the pollination by water, animals, air, insects. Okay, it is by insects. Water, hydrophily; animals, zoophily. Okay, next, and by means of if the pollination which takes place by means of wind, anemophily. Okay, hydrophily, zoophily, anemophily, entomophily. Entomophily is the pollination by insects. Next, pollination by bats: melicophily, chiropterophily, entomophily, myrmecophily. It is a chiropterophily, pollination by bats. Next, micropropagation. Micropropagation is, what is the definition? Germination of seeds with cotyledons above the soil, a technique to obtain new plants by cultivating the cells or tissues in culture medium, or to manufacture hormones, or the mature stage of endosperm. So micropropagation is a technique. It is a technique to obtain the new plants by cultivating the plants or tissues, by cultivating the cells or tissues in culture medium, aseptic conditions. Okay, that is called micropropagation or tissue culture. Reproducing new plants by cells instead of seeds is known as biofertilizer, mutation, tissue culture, antibiotics. It is a tissue culture. Large number of plants can be produced in short span of time under controlled conditions. The vegetative reproduction by layering is found in jasmine, mango, rose, all of these. Okay, so layering can be done in all the above types of plants. Which plant reproduce vegetatively by roots? Oxalis, bryophyllum, onion, dahlia. So oxalis, runners, bryophyllum, epiphyllous buds or leaf buds, onion, bulbs. So it is Dahlia which reproduce vegetatively by roots. Next, by which asexual reproduction method do Dictyota, fucus and yeast reproduces? These are all fungi. Budding, sporulation, fragmentation, fission. So yeast we know very well, so it is by budding. Next, which algae reproduce by fragmentation? Eulothrix, Oregonium, Spirogyra and Zinema, Sargassum oscillatoria, both A and B. So here Spirogyra and Zinema reproduce by fragmentation. They are spiral algae. Okay. Which method of asexual reproduction can be said as method of regeneration? Binary fission, sporulation, budding, fragmentation. So it is the fragmentation which is also called regeneration. Vegetative reproduction by layering is found in, so already repeated, jasmine, mango, rose, all of these. Next, the development of gametophyte from the vegetative parts of the sporophyte without the intervention of spores is called parthenocarpy, parthenogenesis, epogamy, epospory. Here the development of gametophyte from vegetative parts of the sporophyte means spores. Okay, without the intervention of spores means without the formation of spores, it is called aspory. A means no, without spores. Next, the reason of formation of embryoid from pollen grain in a tissue culture medium is organogenesis, double fertilization, tissue or test tube culture, cellular totipotency. Okay, the reason of formation of embryoid from pollen grain in a tissue culture medium is. So actually this tissue culture was discovered by Herbert Land, scientist. So he studied the meristems of the plants, and the meristems of the plants show a special cells. Plant shows a special cells. They are called totipotent cells. Totipotent cells means the ability of the cell to develop into an entire organism is called as a totipotent cell. So such type of cells, they are also called germ cells. Okay, so stem cells. So such cells are present in the plants. So it is called cellular totipotency. The reason for the formation of embryoid from pollen grains in a tissue culture medium is cellular totipotency. Next, which of the following propagates through leaf tip? Marchantia, moss plant, walking fern, sprout leaf plant. So it is the tip of the leaf walking fern. One of the plants using foliolar adventitious buds as a method of vegetative propagation is foliolar adventitious buds as a method of vegetative propagation: banana, ginger, bryophyllum, and Colocasia foliolar. Okay, adventitious buds, they are present on the leaves. So they are epiphyllous buds, so they are present in the bryophyllum. Next, in which one pair both the plants can be vegetatively propagated by leaf pieces, bryophyllum and kalanchoe, chrysanthemum and agave, agave and kalanchoe, asparagus and bryophyllum. So it is the bryophyllum and kalanchoe. Stem cuttings are commonly used for the propagation of banana, rose, mango, cotton. So this is stem cuttings, generally in mango. Which of the following plants reproduce in the same way as sugarcane? Analytical type: bryophyllum, rose, hibiscus. Bryophyllum, rose, hibiscus. It is sugarcane vegetative propagation. So all these are also vegetative propagation. We can say 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Similar model question: why must seeds be dispersed far away from the parent plant? To ensure the survival of the species, to avoid competition for sunlight, because plants can move by themselves, to ensure plants obtain sufficient space for growth. So you have to select what is the necessity of seed dispersal. The entire meaning is what is the necessity of seed dispersal. Once again, one by one we come across. To ensure the survival of species. Okay. Next, to avoid competition for sunlight, not only for sunlight, even for the nutrients also. Okay. Because plants can move by themselves, this is wrong. And to ensure the plants obtain sufficient space for growth. Okay. Okay, here the option: which of the following? 1, 2 and 4. 1, 2 and 4. Next, bisexual flowers are also called as male flowers, female flowers, hermaphrodite. None of these. So it is the term hermaphrodite which represent bisexuality. Okay. Next, what happens after the given stage? So here one stage is given. The stage is showing keenly. You observe the figure. Okay. Here the pollen grain reach the stigma, then the pollen tube is produced. The pollen tube enter the embryo sac and result in the fertilization. What happens after this stage? The ovary splits open. Ovary develops into fruit and ovules into seeds. The ovules are dispersed. Germination of seed takes place. So here the post fertilization change. So after fertilization, what happens? Ovary develops into a fruit and ovules into seeds. Abhi cut the potato into sections as shown below. The figure is given. Which sections will not produce new plant? Here P, Q, R, S. Keenly observe. The question is, which section out of P, Q, R, S will not produce new plants? Okay. So in P and R there are some bud like structures we can observe here like this in P and R, whereas Q and S there are no such. So the portion Q and S will not produce new plants because no ice, isn't it? Next, application type questions. These are: which type of reproduction is seen in the following or in the given figure? A figure is given here. This is representing Spirogyra, a spiral alga. Which kind of reproduction is seen? Binary fission, fragmentation, sporulation, budding. Okay, we discussed at the time of lesson. So it is fragmentation. Okay, here the fragments break and each fragment develop into new individual, a kind of a vegetative propagation, a sexual reproduction. Arrange the sentences given below in order to describe the process of fertilization. Here W, X, Y, Z events are given. You have to arrange it in a correct sequence such that the process of fertilization it will represent. Okay, W, the pollen tube grows down through the style, reaches the ovary. Next, X, the pollen grain germinates on reaching the stigma. Y, the male gamete moves into the ovule to fuse with the ovum. Z, the pollen tube grows out from the pollen. Which of these options are in the correct order? Okay, you have to select that option which gives the correct order. So let us find out the first one. The pollen grain germinates on reaching stigma. This is 1. X. Next, the pollen tube grows out of the pollen. This is number 2. Okay. Next, the pollen tube grows down through style and reaches the ovary. This is number 3. And the last one is the male gamete moves into the ovule to fuse with the ovum. So here the correct sequence is X, Z, W, Y. X, Z, W, Y. So B option. Okay. So this type of questions appear in the medical entrance. So you have to read the question carefully. So what is the concept given in the question? You have to analyze and you have to select the options. Okay. Next, which of these plants undergo vegetative propagation? Here the list is given, options. So you have to select that option in which all the given examples represent vegetative reproduction. So option A, tomato, lady's finger, onion, cauliflower. Option B, potato, ginger, onion, sugarcane. Then option 3, cauliflower, onion, potato, tomato. Option D, lady's finger, onion, ginger, sugarcane. So here the option B containing all the examples for vegetative reproduction: potato, ginger, onion and sugarcane. Which of the following part of flower develops into seeds? Okay, after fertilization, post fertilization changes: sepals, ovules, ovary, all the above. So it is the ovary which develops into fruit after fertilization. No. Here fruit. Which of the following part of flower develops into seeds? So it is the ovules develop into seeds. Okay, ovary develop into fruit, ovules develop into seeds. Next, what do you mean by parthenocarpic fruits? the fruit formed after fertilization, the fruit formed without fertilization, seedless fruits. So here two options are representing the parthenocarpic fruits, fruit formed without fertilization, and the seedless fruits are called parthenocarpic fruits. The given figure illustrates a stage during reproduction in flowering plants. What is the structure X represent? Okay, here you see the figure. Here the pistil or carpel is given, style, ovary, and what is this part? This is stigma, and on the stigma this X. Okay, so here let us see the options. An ovule before pollination but after fertilization, an ovule before fertilization but after pollination, a pollen grain before pollination but after fertilization, a pollen grain before fertilization but after pollination. See the logic here. Okay, here the option D is representing exactly. A pollen grain before fertilization reach the stigma but after pollination. What is pollination? Transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma. As soon as the pollen grain is formed, it is transferred to the stigma in the process of pollination. Then it starts germinating before fertilization. Okay. Next, the diagram shows the structure of flower. Where do pollination and fertilization takes place? Means which part of the flower pollination occur, which part of the flower fertilization takes place. Here X, Y, Z are given. Okay, so you have to remember the place. Fertilization takes place in the ovary, pollination takes place in the stigma. Okay, so here pollination X, fertilization Y, pollination Y, fertilization X, pollination Y, fertilization Z, pollination Z, fertilization Y. So here the option B represent the pollination Y, fertilization X. Okay. Next question. Identify the process X and Y. The figure given below. Here the image are given. X and Y, you have to identify. Two flowers. X cross pollination, Y self pollination. X self pollination, Y cross pollination. X dispersal, Y fertilization. X germination, Y dispersion. So first two option, you have to select the right option. So here the right option is X is showing the cross pollination from one flower to another flower. Okay, suppose A and B flower, you can name the flower. So from flower B, the pollen grains are transferred to flower A. Okay, from anther of the flower B to stigma of the flower A. So this is cross pollination. And in the flower B, from anther to stigma of same flower, the pollen grains are transferred, so self pollination. So here the option A is representing correctly. Next, which of the following options define the term vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction? The fertilization of stamens and stigma through pollen grains, development of new plant from spores when favorable conditions are provided, or reproduction of the new plants from any part of a plant other than the reproductive organs, or reproduction of a plant from reproductive organs. So which is representing the vegetative propagation? Reproduction of new plants from any part of the plant other than the reproductive organ, means other than the flower. It is called vegetative reproduction. So the question appeared in the AIPMT, All India Pre-Medical Test 2016. Stems modified into flat green organs performing the functions of leaves are known as cladodes, phyllodes, phylloclades, and scales. So it is the phylloclades. Okay, example cactus. Okay, phylloclades. Next, the term polyadelphous is related to polyadelphous is related to the term polyadelphous is related to corolla, calyx, gynoecium, androecium. So it is related to the stamens, so androecium. Development of haploid plants from pollen is EAMCET 2002. Androgenesis, somatic hybridization, parthenocarpy, emasculation. Development of haploid plants from pollen, so it is called androgenesis. Androecium, pollen grains, androgenesis. Okay. Next, identify the correct statement. Okay, because of, here I am reading out the statements, you observe carefully and you have to select the correct statement. Because of marked climatic variations, plants growing near the seashore do not produce annual rings. Healing of damaged tissue is because of activity of sclerenchymal cells. The age of a plant can be determined by its height. Grafting is difficult in monocot plants as they have scattered vascular bundles. Okay, so here related to the method of reproduction we have to select. So it is grafting. Grafting is not possible in monocot plants due to the scattered vascular bundles. It is one of the reason, and also due to the absence of cambium in the vascular bundles also it is not possible. Grafting is successful by the formation of new tissues between scion and stalk. So as the vascular bundles are scattered, it is not easy to do grafting in the monocots. Which is wrongly matched? Agave bulbils, Penicillium conidia, water hyacinth runner, Bryophyllum leaf buds. Okay, here you have to select the wrong one. Agave bulbils, okay, correct. Penicillium is a fungi, conidia, correct. Water hyacinth runner means example, this is wrong. Bryophyllum leaf buds, okay, correct. Okay, so wrongly matched one is water hyacinth runner. Callus is tissue that forms embryo, an insoluble carbohydrate, tissue that grows to form embryoid, unorganized activity dividing mass of cells maintained in culture. So here the callus represent the undifferentiated mass of cells which is formed in the culture medium. Okay, DPMT, Delhi pre-medical test 1996, the question appeared. Callus, explant, like that. These are the terms which we come across in the tissue culture. So callus is the unorganized or undifferentiated actively dividing mass of cells maintained in culture medium. Okay, children, thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.